With the Falcon and the Winter Soldier right around the corner, and many people obviously realize that by the ending of the series, Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, will become Captain America, and he will become the most prominent new version of a MCU legacy character, specifically one that has the title of Captain America. So let's hear from the Falcon, aka Captain America himself, Anthony Mackie, on taking on that name and being put in a position where he is a person of color that is on the front of the MCU. So in a few new interviews that you can find online, one coming at us from Variety and other quotes and pieces that have been used there and elsewhere, we get the sense that Anthony Mackie and Chadwick, before he passed away, definitely understood what those two were going to represent for not just Marvel Studios, but for kids of color everywhere, especially across the United States, and specifically about having a Captain America who is a person of color, because the previous iteration was obviously played by Chris Evans, and this sort of passing of the mantle and letting the characters grow instead of rebooting. And he said that him and Chadwick both talked about it and they understood how this was going to go forward, and that they were both happy for each other because this is something that, had it been a decade ago, you couldn't really imagine or perceive as something that would become a reality. And he also did say that he's hoping to carry on the legacy and what Chadwick was able to do, where he was such a big part of Marvel Studios and that everybody realized Black Panther is such a huge and important piece of pop culture now, that he hopes that he can sort of take on that mantle as well and do that as Captain America. That people are as accepting and that they see him in this role and that they're excited for it, and that he does live up to the name of Captain America, but also lives up to honor Chadwick and the Black Panther legacy. And this goes all the way back to Black Panther 2, when they announced that they're not recasting Black Panther, because they feel like that role goes with Chadwick and what he did, and that to them it would be disrespectful, so they're going to move in a different direction. I think now they are in a position where you look at Captain America and you realize that that is the next hero, so sort of out of necessity as well, he's going to be on the forefront, but he was already going to be there anyway. But it's interesting to see how Marvel is shifting directions and what exactly is happening, and it's going to be interesting to see where Sam Wilson appears next after the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and what happens with the character in future films, crossovers, and what exactly they do with him.